morning, everybody. So today I'm going to share my morning routine with you. I get a lot of questions on what I eat for breakfast, and my favorite breakfast is to start the morning with my morning smoothie. And the reason that, number one, it's delicious and I love it, but number two, I also get a lot of plant-based antioxidants to start my day. A lot of people ask me, well, how do you get so many fruits and vegetables into your daily diet? Well, if you start off in the morning, it's pretty easy to keep up the momentum. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and all the ingredients that I'm going to use, you can find information on my website, www.sisters4prevention.com. I have some tips there that say newly diagnosed and also prevention strategies. You can find all this information in that section of my website. So first of all, you need a high-speed blender. I have a Vitamix. I've also used, when I go on vacation, I've also used a Magic Bullet, the high-speed one. But if you have a blender at home, you can try it. I would just add the ingredients really gradually so that you don't injure the blades or even burn out your motor, which would be really a bad thing. So here's my Vitamix container that I'm going to start with. So I'm going to just put this aside and I'll gradually add my ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to add is an avocado. Now you've probably heard about the wonders of avocados. They are a really good way to start your day and fill you up. They sort of prevent you from getting hungry in the middle of the day. It also is a monosaturated fat, which is very popular in today's environment where people are trying to follow the keto diet, because when you supercharge your morning with some monosaturated fats like avocado and MCT oil, then it really gets your body in the mode of burning fat. So it's really an important ingredient. So what I'm going to do with the avocado is I'm just going to cut it in half. And the easy way to not get the seed is you just twist it. You can see I've got the two halves here. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to put it in the blender, both halves. The reason I like to use the avocado is in the early days when I was making smoothies, they were sort of coming out icy, and the avocado gives it a really nice creamy feel to it. So it really adds just another dimension to your smoothie consistency. So then ginger and turmeric. Now they're both excellent antioxidants. I buy the organic ginger and turmeric at Whole Foods, and you use about the size of your thumb. If you like to add a little more kick to your morning smoothie, you can add more. I don't peel it. I just throw it in the blender as is. If you don't have a high power blender, you might want to slice it up a little bit to make the blender's job a little bit easier. So I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to do the same for the turmeric. Now, many of you probably know turmeric from Indian cooking, but turmeric is one of the few things that pharmaceutical oncologists all agree that if you have cancer or are trying to prevent cancer, it's an excellent, the curcumin in the turmeric is really a very good antioxidant to be using. So again, I have I'd say about an inch and a quarter. You can adjust it to your taste, but this is the size that I use. Now, I know I'm not measuring everything exactly, but you can tweak it as you try it to suit what your tastes are and what you like to eat. So then I'm going to take, and you can use almond milk, you can use oat milk. The important thing is that you buy the milk that is unsweetened. If you buy milk that is sweetened, you're defeating the whole purpose of making a smoothie, because you're adding sugar to your diet immediately in the morning, and you don't want to do that. So my favorite brand is the Whole Foods organic unsweetened coconut milk. I prefer the taste of coconut milk to almond milk and oat milk. And I also use this if I make bullet coffee in the morning. My husband is diabetic, and we try to follow keto rules when his blood sugar goes high. And this is great to make. You just use this and some stevia, maybe some French vanilla stevia, and some MCT oil, and whip it up, and you've got a really yummy morning bullet coffee. So this has 4 cups in it. So basically what you do is you pour that into the pitcher. And I'm going to use this to use about 2 cups of it. Now, I've been doing this quite a while, so I didn't really measure it out, but you can measure out the 2 cups. And if your smoothie is too thick when you get it going, you can always add a little bit more, but it's a good place to start. Now, today I'm going to use this frozen chopped spinach, but you can also use, today I'm going to actually use the organic spinach and kale. I would suggest you start with just spinach because kale is a little bit harder to acquire a taste for in the beginning, and the goal is for you to make the smoothie and eat it. So, but I've been doing this for quite a while, and I like to add kale to my diet as well. So I'm using this one this morning, but I do often use just plain spinach. So if we count right now, so right now I've got the avocado in there, which is a fruit. I've got ginger and turmeric, which are some hefty duty antioxidants. So now I'm going to add in 2 cups of these greens. So 1 cup, and it's a little easier if you don't add a little bit extra because I'm seeing I didn't fill it. It's a little bit easier if you use fresh spinach, which I normally do on occasion, but today I'm just choosing to use the frozen. So next I'm going to add 2 cups of mixed berries. So this one I have the Publix brand. I always use organic. You can actually get a really good price at getting these large bags at BJ's or at Costco, and I do that as well, but it really, any type of organic frozen berries will do. So I'm going to add 2 cups of this. Okay. So last but not least, I've got 2 other things to add. So our immune system is highly dependent on our gut, and probiotics help our gut to have healthy bacteria to digest the food and keep everything running smoothly down there. So I happen to like this brand. It's Ora, O-R-A, and it's called Trust Your Gut. It's a vegan product, so if you're vegan, you can also use it. And they come in different flavors. This one is the unflavored one, but I have bought the raspberry one, and since I'm using mixed berries, it really doesn't matter. So it comes with a scoop. So you get 1 full scoop. Pretty simple. And then the last thing is, the goal in the morning is to get as many plant antioxidants into your diet as possible. So this powder, it's called Raw Organic Perfect Food Alkalizer and Detoxifier Juiced Green Superfood. So what they've done is they've juiced a lot of green vegetables and taken the nutrients from that and basically dried it into a powder. And this is really important, especially if you're not a big vegetable eater. We know that broccoli and kale and all the green vegetables are so good for cancer prevention. But this is a really good way to kickstart your day. So again, it comes with a scoop. So you put 1 scoop in, and we're ready to rock and roll with the Vitamix. So what we do is you put it on the Vitamix, and first I'm just going to put it on the regular speed to get it started. And then the Vitamix has a dial, so I'm going to gradually dial up the speed. Gradually wind down. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Now, I want you to look at the color of my smoothie. It's sort of a deep, deep purple. My daughter-in-law likes to make hers more on the green side, so she would add more of the spinach or the spinach and kale mix. I prefer to leave it like this because then my husband enjoys it as well. If I get a little bit too green, sometimes he might not finish it, so it sort of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. Okay, now the best part of all. So I ate mine in a bowl, and this is for my husband. He drinks it as a regular smoothie. You'll be able to see how the consistency is. It's really creamy. And I'll put mine in the bowl. Now, I never seem to get it totally right. I have a little bit left over. Sometimes my husband John will finish it, or sometimes what I'll do is if I have leftover, I will freeze them in ice cube trays and use them as little popsicles when my grandkids come over. So the last 2 things that I like to do with mine is I like to use this brand. It's Farmers We Know. It's sprouted quinoa cacao granola. I put that on top. But my absolute favorite is chickpea granola which has walnuts in it. And walnuts are actually another good breast cancer fighting ingredient. So it's very chunky inside. So what I do is I actually put it through the blender when I get the container. And then when I'm ready to eat, all I do is I take a few tablespoons, as much as I want. I like it nice and crunchy. And I basically have what's a smoothie bowl. And let me see if you can see. I'll try to tilt this a little bit. You can see what's on top. And there you have it. You've got a delicious breakfast. It's healthy, full of antioxidants, full of plants and fruits. And congratulations, you'll get yourself off to a wonderful start to your day. I'm going to invite my incredible husband over to taste his smoothie and tell you what he thinks. So John, can you come taste your smoothie?
Thank you, thank you. Oops. It's really good.
So there you have it, guys. You get your husbands in on it. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. Not only helps me out, but helps our fellow survivors and breast cancer sisters who are trying to find ways to eat healthier and have more access to things on the internet. So till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless. Thank you.